bit of a sort of a trial run. But yeah, this is my official Talking Tennis English debut. Yeah,
amazing. And Jack Draper wins it. He is through to the semi-final. First Brit since Andy Murray in 2012. It wasn't really a contest towards the end of that. And fair play, de Minaur, I think that's his third Grand Slam of the year, so he can't be too disappointed. He'll go away knowing the next one is his home slam and hopefully maybe make that breakthrough to the semi-final. But Jack Draper, what a story. Yeah, guys, I know we were kind of doing it in advance as he takes the plaudits from the crowd. But yeah, let's talk the last four then. You know, we're thinking it's going to be, Anthony, you're thinking it's going to be a Draper Medvedev semi-final. Has Jack Draper got a chance if that is the case? Or in fact, has Jack Draper got a chance against either one of these two guys?
I don't even know if fully healthy he would have had a chance against Sinner or de Minaur. But we're going to have to keep an eye out now on his thigh here and see if that carries over into the next match. But even if it didn't, I can't see him beating Medvedev, who's been to a couple of them already, and Sinner, who's number one in the world. I mean, it would be an awesome story for sure to get Jack Draper in there, but I just right now I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, Bruno, I would imagine you've been watching him through this event so far. I was saying just before you came on that I'd been completely surprised, like taken aback by the fact that the Draper is playing at this level. I've seen improvements to the serve, improvements to the backhand, and you know, that forehand it seems to have a lot more, like Anthony related to. It's got a lot more precision and accuracy. I mean, you'll know the UK media as well as I. Like, you know, the UK media, you can always tell when, as I said to Anthony, that they're picking up on a tennis story because the BBC News are sending me notifications saying Jack Draper's playing tonight. Are you going to watch it, kind of thing? So yeah, is this his breakthrough moment, and can he cause any damage to one of you, to Medvedev or Sinner?
I don't. It's unfortunate that you get here and you get Medvedev or Sinner because I just think they're a couple of levels above. But it's a fun match for him to play because there's absolutely nothing to lose. Go out there. You know, you've got to be loose, hit balls. Anything that you do is a bonus. Everyone's expecting you to lose in straight sets. Go out there, have fun, you know, and it's possibly the best scenario to head into a tennis court is not being tight, not being
not being fancied.
Not being forced to win or even if you lose 6-2, 2-2, no one's going to go, oh, that was a terrible performance. It could be expected. So yeah, I think it's the perfect scenario to head into a game for Draper. I think this is the end of the road. Being completely honest, but yeah, I think just go out there, give it a go, and as you say, the thing that's impressed me most about Sinner, I saw him play in Madrid. Draper, and it's just one of those players that if you walk past the court and you catch 5 minutes of the game, and you catch a good 5 minutes of Draper, and you don't know anything about him, you say, "Wow, this guy,
he's a world beater." Yeah,
this guy's top three.
Yeah,
but the issue for me with Draper is he's not been able to consistently put in 30 balls in a row, 30 balls that make sense in a row. You know, a lot of the time it's being too aggressive, going for shots that he shouldn't be going. But here, from what I've seen in the tournament, from what I've seen here against de Minaur, he's on one of those streaks where he feels so confident that, those passing shots, they didn't even look like they were too much of an effort. He's just putting them in, being aggressive, but putting the balls in the right areas. And I think that's something that Draper didn't have before. I think he had streaks of very big shots that you had to, be careful with, because obviously he had those in his locker and you couldn't leave it short against Draper. He can attack you, he can hurt you. But I think you had the feeling playing against Draper, a de Minaur, for example, where I'm going to put 20 balls in, I'm going to put 30 balls in, he's going to miss. And I get the feeling in this US Open, that's something that he hasn't sort of given that sort of feeling. And for me, that's the major step up for a player like Draper.
Yeah. And it's a fairy tale run, isn't it, Anthony? Because the fact that he's still not dropped a set. I think he's had his serve broken, twice or maybe three times, twice by de Minaur tonight. And I think there was once before this match.